Alright, so the plan is, this is going to be a podcast with obviously Death Plague members, a TeamSpeak clan. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be discussing things that have gone around the gaming community, such as consoles, the E3 reviews from IGN and Machinima that were started 2-3 weeks ago. We're a bit late, but oh well, shit happens. Obviously we're going to be discussing about the PS4, Xbox One, and perhaps Steam, such as the Steam sale, the PS4 with its indie games, Wii U with old games coming out from the Nintendo 64, and well as other stuff. So today we have me, Chris, obviously. We also have Six.
Hi.
We have Drain from Death Plague.
Hey, what's up?
As well as Aodhfin.
Heyo.
And then we also have Bobo the Fancy Deathclaw, or in Six's case, Lisa.
His name is Lisa.
Hi there.
Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and start this. I need to look at the review real quick, and then, is there anything you guys found interesting about the review other than the fact that fucking Sony did nothing but talk about a TV show?
Nope. No.
That's literally what they did. They didn't show anything.
Hold up. The only thing interesting out of all of E3 was Sony talking about a TV show?
No, I'm not saying... I'm saying... I know... Fuck you.
They dragged it on a
not what I
too
meant.
long.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was their focus.
Yeah,
that was
Yeah,
their
that
focus.
felt way too hard on that. It's like when the Xbox One came out, it's like, yeah, look at all these television-related things we can do, but yeah, we'll show you games maybe later or next year.
What the hell is going on these days?
It was like Xbox and it was like Microsoft and Sony switched places from the last E3.
Yeah, and Microsoft killed it this year. They really did.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of had to make up for it, all things considered. You know,
And actually,
they started out with, we're going to spy on you in the shower with the Xbox One, and Sony
Mine has
started
yet to
out
do that
with,
to me, so I don't know if mine's
Right.
broken or lazy.
It could be lazy. Maybe it's waiting for your express approval. You never know. But
yeah.
But the way they started out, Sony, from the sounds of it, from when you guys are saying, it sounds like Sony just kind of like, we got this, no worries, and Microsoft, said we need to make up for this.
Yeah.
Nintendo actually did a great digital release of showing off the games they could have in the coming year. But I have a list of games that were announced, and I think 1 or 2 games that are possibilities. So I have down the list Legend of Zelda for the Wii U, Splatoon, Mario Maker, The Order 1886, Little Big Planet 3, Drive Club, Bloodborne, Sunset Overdrive, Ori and the Blind Forest, Batman Arkham Knight, Dying Light, Mortal Kombat X, Dragon Age Inquisition, Mirror's Edge, a possibility for Mass Effect 4, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Destiny, Battlefield Hardline, Star Wars Battlefront, Alien Isolation, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Uncharted 4 A Thief's End, and Sims 4.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
and don't forget, with Sims 4, you don't get toddlers and you don't get pools.
Yeah.
But the only reason anyone plays Sims is to put a sim in the pool and take the ladder out.
All my sister does, and all my mother does, is after they make a big family and they become successful with it, they kill it off.
That's what
the point
Sims
of the
is.
game.
My
That's literally all
mother
Sims
laughed
is.
when I was told a story that my dad had to take away the Sims from my mother because she laughed when she killed them.
What, was she worried that it should do it to you as a baby or something?
I don't know.
The point of doing that in the digital space is so you don't do it in real life.
Yes, but games make people evil. Just look at all the crime shows by Grand Theft Auto. You shut up. We don't need them thinking they're
There are some people out there that do those things, but those are the people that are fucked in the head already. Okay? Those are the people that already have severe issues, not issues separating fantasy from reality, but severe mind-blowing issues that should be treated. It's a totally different thing.
See, if these people got onto, say, cam-porn websites before games, would they start stalking the girls?
Probably. If
Possibly.
not already.
Chris, you stay away from those websites.
What I found interesting was that they're making another Mirror's Edge, but they didn't really affect the title of the game. Like, there's not Mirror's Edge 2, it's just Mirror's Edge.
Actually,
again.
yeah, they did. They
Did they? I didn't
reference it as Mirror's Edge 2. They also said, from what I read, they also said that they would be focusing a little bit more on the combat, so it wasn't so clunky.
Oh,
Yeah, I
thank
looked at
God
it.
for that.
It looks fucking great.
Yeah, so did Mirror's Edge
amazing.
1, but that was a terrible, terrible game.
Actually, I found it really
It was
good.
good.
It was fun.
good. But the combat was really, really
Yeah.
bad. You were better off just running away. Except there was that one mission in particular where you had to fight shit.
I don't remember that one. I think I played about 4 levels and I'm just like, fuck this is terrible.
Yeah, I finished the whole game. Actually, I take it back. There were 2 specifically you had to. One was because there was like 50 dudes. This was on the like normal mode, by the way. There were like 50 dudes in full body armor that you had to gun down. And it was just completely freaking insane. So you, just because of sheer numbers, had to fight through them until you got outside and could get away from them. And then there was the one where you had to beat up the techno ninja jumper chick or whatever. So no spoilers on that, by the way, but you actually had to struggle through hand-to-hand combat for an entire fucking mission.
Damn.
God damn it, that sounds awful.
There's also a couple games I want to shout out to that I think are going to be interesting, which is there's Sunset Overdrive, there's Dying Light, and then there's Dragon Age Inquisition, as well as Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
I am extremely excited for Siege. I cannot wait for a new Rainbow Six game.
I'm gonna be so excited.
I want this badly.
I played Vegas 2, and that was fucking fantastic. I think I played Vegas co-op with a friend, and it's just great. All the games Tom Clancy has made, even though he's fucking dead by today, they've just been great. They've always been great.
You mean the games that he's put his name to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not once do I think he actually coded these.
I'd like to take a minute and hear what Bobo, the Fancy Deathclaw, has to say about any of this, because I've heard him kind of like at us, but he hasn't held down the mic long enough to speak. So,
User disconnected
moment of
from your
silence for Bobo.
Oh, yeah.
Ass.
I know.
It's your time to shine, dude.
What? You've got to hold the button down.
Yeah.
Give Bobo a second.
Dude, are you
Bobo a
masturbating?
second.
Stop masturbation now.
Stop it!
Oh god.
Stop doing it now!
Before
That website
you
does
get
stop.
the
We
bad
need to get
having
you that
AIDS,
cross?
not the good Magic Johnson AIDS.
That fucking website is just, it's a nest of quotes that you could use and people just stare you down.
Before we get too off topic, I want to go back to the bits related to Mirror's Edge, if anyone's not got a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with it.
Right. Even though, personally, I think Mirror's Edge, terrible game, it's got a good concept, which is why I'm really looking forward to Dying Light.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Dying Light, I'm hoping they don't go in the route that the first Dead Island did, in the sense that their trailer made it seem like it would be the most story-driven, emotionally attaching, actual survival in a zombie apocalypse type game. And then they
then it
gave you a
turns
thing, it's like,
into-
yeah, guess what? 5 diamonds, you make a 5-knuckle duster that can fucking punch zombies across the world. Like,
God hand.
there's nothing fun about that.
No.
Well,
Where
there
it was
is,
really
but-
good, and then it turned into Left 4 Dead and Dead Rising, boned on a
Yeah.
deserted island and left the baby there to survive on its own.
Pretty much.
I've just started playing Dead Island 1, so no spoilers, please.
I won't give out any spoilers. It's just the
Except
game.
for the God
I'll
hand.
tell you one thing. It really does pick up pace to a point of it just being ridiculous. Like, they thought story secondhand after they thought, yeah, we're going to make this as ridiculous as we can.
It's
So it's
basically
like
they tried
Minecraft
making a
with
first-person RPG
Yeah.
Dead Zombie Island Saints Row game.
Ah, right.
Yeah, sure.
That explains it.
Also, I'm gonna give you a fair warning for your gaming on that. Just don't use guns. They're ridiculously underpowered.
Yeah, I've gone for the melee expert. Voodoo, you voodoo bitch guy.
Oh, fuck's sake.
So, okay, I'm sorry, but why in the hell would guns be underpowered against zombies? You shoot them in the head, their brains blow out, you're done.
But
let's
gameplay
not
Dead
get started on that.
The game itself had a damage system per weapon. So the guns and all that stuff that you'd find would have damage based on level, all that bullshit. And generally, overall, a melee weapon was always better than a ranged weapon.
But then the point of zombies is to stay out of melee range so they don't bite you. So why is it always... Because, okay, Left 4 Dead is like that too. Where, you know, the freaking katana, baseball bat, all of them have fixed damage and you can kill freaking chargers in like 2 solid hits. You know, whereas it takes like an entire clip to put it down. Regardless of the gun.
I guess it's just the way they make it.
It's all theoretical.
But going back to Dying Light, I looked at a trailer I think a month ago, or at least looked at a review of the basics of it, and it looks like this is not going to be like Dead Island, the first one, at all.
Yeah, so that.
The story looks like a standard rehash, but the gameplay does look brilliant.
Yeah, especially with the fact that you cannot escape at night.
Well, you can. It's just ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
Is there some kind of base system, like you get in a certain area and you're alright, or have you got to keep fighting through the night?
I have no idea. They didn't really clarify on that. They just kind of went like, oh, look, you can do this and this, but at nighttime things are a lot harder to deal with.
So, I know that I've seen mentioned somewhere that it's a real-time day and night cycle, so I'm assuming that means if you play at night, like outside your window it's dark, it's going to be dark on the screen, which is going to really mess up a lot of gamers. And I find that hilarious.
So, drifting away from games, I want to go to the Wii U and the fucking Steam Boy. I'm loving the fact that Wii U is actually going to have Nintendo 64 games coming to it.
Yeah, that's a little underwhelming for me personally, because, I mean, think about it. That's the entire point of the virtual console, you know? Being able to play all the old games, you know, it's no different than, you know, they're making, what was it, Omega Sapphire and Alpha, there's Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, right? You know, they want you to be able to play all the games you loved as a child, as well as the new games that, you know, like Super Mario 64, you know, Pokemon Coliseum, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. Oh my god, I've been waiting to get Majora's Mask up and running again. You know, stuff like that. That's what Nintendo has always been about. So it's just kind of a no-brainer. It's exciting. It's awesome that they're finally getting to that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of been a no-brainer from the get-go that eventually they're going to get it to us.
Yeah.
I think the reason it's news is because obviously they use different bit numbers, bus speeds, that kind of thing. They've actually overcome a lot of technical difficulties, like different processor systems, and they've only just got over it. So
and
that's why they're like, hey, we're doing this!
For a while.
Yeah.
So they've been trying for ages, but only just managed to crack the code, if you will.
Yeah, that's true. Well, in that, I think, again, they were going for a little bit more quality over quantity. Because, I mean, again, this is Nintendo. And yeah, I'll admit it right here and now. I'm biased. I am a huge Nintendo fan. Okay, I always have been. Which is why you guys were saying, you know, what games you're excited to see and everything. The new Legend of Zelda they're talking about, I'm super excited to see that.
Yes.
You know, that looked freaking amazing. And I'm loving the way they're going with it.
Aren't they planning multiplayer for that?
They're supposed to. Or, no, not for the Wii U, but it might actually. Maybe for the Wii U. Because the next coming Zelda game is supposed to have multiplayer.
Yeah, it's supposed to have multiplayer. It's also supposed to be open world instead of, like, you know, point A to point B like the older games. So, plus Hyrule Warriors is coming out as well.
Because I'm a Dynasty Warriors fan, I'm definitely going to be happy for that.
It's interesting, though, because if you notice them talking about it, it's not Princess Zelda, it's Queen Zelda, and she has an army, and Link is like a lowly trainee that has to work up through the ranks to being the total badass. So,
What, has she forgotten about him now?
No, it's just something that that a lot of people don't realize, especially the people that go, oh, that's Zelda. No, that's Link. But a lot of right?
I hate that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that it's not the same Link from story to story. It's every single time it's a different Link, because all of them, all the Zeldas and all the Links and all the Ganons are linked from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime to lifetime, and possibly dimension to dimension, depending on the game you're playing, through the Triforce. Because they were each branded with a different section of the Triforce, those three are locked in eternal conflict, which is why Link, if you ever watched the Screw Attack, Link versus Cloud, they noted that Link has all the cumulative knowledge from all of his previous lifetimes through the Triforce of Courage.
That is really cool. I never knew that.
Yeah, the only time that Link was the same Link was from Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I think he was, but at the same time, I mean, how did he get young again? Because I recall him being old at the end of it.
Maybe
after defeating Ganon and stuff. Or maybe he replaced the Master Sword until they needed it again, but I mean, what's the point of that? I know that you could go back, and that was a mechanic, you could go back in time and forward in time, again and again and again and crap, but still, why would he be young again? And on Epona, no less, when Epona is older, but he's younger. There was some weird twists in that game that never got fully explained.
Yeah, I never really noticed that Epona was when he was younger at the beginning of Majora's Mask. I never noticed that.
Yeah, I think Epona was older. I could be wrong, obviously, but I think he was actually older at the beginning of Majora's Mask. But I know that Link was younger.
Yeah.
My memory of both Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time is a little bit hazy because I haven't played them in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too, to be honest.
But coming off the Wii U and going to the Steam Boy, that is that's a little weird to me.
Why?
The Steam Boy, why would you put... I'm questioning why there's a PC gaming going portable, not laptop portable, but handheld portable. I don't understand why they would need to do that.
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
It's a gimmick.
Yeah, of course it's a gimmick, but why wouldn't you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to take
how would you play a PC
Plants
game
vs.
on a
Zombies
handheld?
or...
How would you play a PC game on a handheld?
Well, if you look at it, it's... Go ahead, sorry.
I was about to say, if you can get a PC game working on the console, and it's got similar-ish controls, I can see no reason why it shouldn't work.
Yeah. There's also the... If you look around for more info on the Steam Boy, it's called the Steam Boy Machine. If you look around for more info on it, you can read down on it and everything that one of the things that they're looking into is the ability to stream, have the game on your main computer, have it on your state-of-the-art PC or whatever, but then stream it to your television and use that with the Steam control, or to the thought is take it to the Steam Boy Machine as well. So you don't even have to be over there. You could be out on the porch or out back, sitting out back with everybody else at a cookout or whatever, and still be able to play whatever Left 4 Dead or Rift or DC Universe or whatever else.
Yeah, PlayStation did that first with the Vita. If they showed a little bit, it was some console games I think the one they showed was the Major League Baseball games that you could put them on the PS Vita. You can pause it on your console, start up your Vita, start walking if you're going somewhere, and you can continue playing it from the Vita.
See, what I'd like to see with the Vita is the similar thing with the Wii U controller. I can use the touchscreen on the pad as a gaming implement. You should be able to do that with the Vita linked up to a PS3 or PS4.
Man.
Crickets.
crickets, basically.
Yeah, sorry, I had to
I noticed.
deal with family and such, and the dog is going off again. Yay!
Gotta love it. What else interesting was, for the I think it was at E3, and I think a little bit past E3, PlayStation 4 started supporting indie games.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, given, you know, if you've
The fact that what you're doing.
What?
What you're doing, the Clueless Gamer.
Oh, that. Oh,
Yeah,
Are you
thanks.
making me do an in-channel plug here?
Yeah, why not?
Well, yeah, it would be interesting, except they're going for
The fact that you
PS4
don't
and
have
I've only got a
PS4.
PS3. Yeah, that's kind of a major problem. But there is one reason I would get a PS4, and I think we're going to be talking about it very soon.
Why can't we talk about it now? Why don't you talk about it now?
Yeah,
Uncharted
I want
4!
to know.
Uncharted
yeah.
4, yeah?
Oh, it
That's
looks
true.
so good.
But can you play it on PC?
No,
Seeing as how
Uncharted is
Uncharted
a
exclusives,
PlayStation.
I wouldn't
No,
think
it's
so. Yep.
It's PlayStation exclusive. It's always been.
Uncharted has always been an exclusive for PlayStation, just like, say, Gears of War or Halo has always been an Xbox exclusive.
As well as Spyro being exclusive for...
Halo has always been a Microsoft exclusive. That's
Okay,
why.
I mean,
there
for Halo 2 it was for PC as well, but from
Yeah,
Halo
then-
2 on, it was only Xbox.
Halo 3.
Halo,
Halo 1 and
3,
Halo
Reach,
Halo
4,
1 and
all that.
Halo 2, they were both on PC.
which I think they should really
I-
bring the others to PC.
I think
no,
3 and Reach were the
because-
last worthy Halo games.
Yeah, when you think about it, when you seriously think about it, the reason that consoles have exclusives is so that people will buy the console to play the game. If the game, which is why they need those exclusives to be freaking amazing, because I mean, otherwise, you know, like, oh, Dark Souls is freaking amazing. I can play it on my PC. You know,
Yeah.
Dark Souls 2 is freaking amazing. I can play it on my PC. You know, DCU is on the PS3. Well, I can play it on my PC. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but if you have an amazing exclusive, like, you know,
Uncharted.
the
Like
Uncharted,
Halo, Uncharted, The Last of Us.
Halo, Uncharted has always been an exclusive. Okay. Halo has not
Yeah, I've
always
just
been
checked. It's
exclusive.
never been on PC apart from
The
Gears of War
reason they
Xbox.
moved it to be an exclusive on the Xbox is because they needed that push so that way people would buy the 360 and the Xbox One. Otherwise, they just play it on PC. There'd be no reason, literally no reason, to get the Xbox.
Yeah.
So, and that's actually, again, like I mentioned before, that's why, you know, if you ask me, oh, what console are you excited about? My computer. And the my computer and the Wii U, because you know, I play everything on the computer that I want to play, and then everything that I'm really interested in, I can play on the Wii U. You know, only reason I have a PS3 is because it was free, and free is my favorite thing.
The fact that there's two games I'm really interested in seeing. Of course, one of them I'm not going to play, but I'm really interested in seeing it anyway, which is Mortal Kombat X. And then Mass Effect 4.
Oh, yeah.
Mass
Mortal
Effect
Kombat
4 I can understand,
X looks good.
but it's Mortal Kombat. It's always the same formula. You
I know.
kick them in the nuts, and then you rip their head off.
Exactly. What's not to love?
But that's the point of
no.
those types of games. It's literally
That's
just,
true.
oh, look, I'm going to beat the living shit out of you, and then you're going to maybe try to do it to me.
Maybe try to.
Probably
Maybe get
will.
good enough. They can maybe try.
Are you saying you're good at these games? Do we need to test this?
No, I'm not that great at fighting games.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
I noticed.
I'm okay as long as you give me, like, if you give me Nightmare or Raphael in Soul Calibur, I can fuck you up. You give
I'm
me any
very
other kind of
Kill
fighter
Great,
that requires technical shit and strategy, I'm just gonna stand there and let you kill me because I can't figure out how to do the controls.
Don't get Bobo started on Soul Calibur.
Oh, God.
Oh god, I love Soul Calibur, man. But it gets old when it's just you.
True.
So for
I
me,
think
go ahead.
Bobo's mic might be fucked, so we might be saved from his Soul Calibur love.
Shut up, Six.
Yeah, his mic is extremely low.
And I still heard him say, "Shut up, Six."
Stop stealing my catchphrase, asshole.
Hey, don't call him asshole. That's me.
Shut up, Dragon.
You motherfucker.
Alright, I'm just increasing his volume. I actually want to hear what he says sometimes.
Bobo, you need... No, fuck.
I'm getting
Lisa, you need to face your microphone.
If you go into settings, options, and then you, I think it's capture. Yeah, capture, you can go into, you can mess around with your levels and shit, I think. Also
Can
make
you?
sure, I believe that
Yeah.
you can, yeah. Also make sure that your capture device is correct, because capture mode, the best one is automatically use best mode, but capture device, make sure it's set to your microphone on your headset or laptop or whatever the fuck else.
Meow.
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 Oh, that's your cat.
Let's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Is this better?
Yes,
Yes.
perfect. Now Drain can turn you down before you blow out his
No, it's fine.
eardrums.
I've just changed my capture device.
Good job.
It was set to
Are you
default,
sure
not my
proud of yourself?
microphone.
Are you proud of
Oh,
yourself?
yeah. Yes, I am.
He's learning all these awesome things during this podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
It's like a lesson.
I do have to say, you and Drain have been reaping the rewards of the Steam Summer Sale, though.
Oh, so far, yeah.
Well, technically that isn't really because of us. That's more because we have a mysterious benefactor that likes to spend money on her friends. So,
Yeah.
like,
Huh? What?
Drain, have you bought anything?
Wait,
From
who are
this
you
is
getting
Summer
money
Sale?
from?
I bought, I think, a few like expansions and like character packs for Borderlands, but other than that, I haven't really bought any games.
Yeah, because like for me, I bought Castle Crashers for me, Drain. I still have one sitting in my inventory, to be perfectly honest. But I bought the Castle Crashers 4-pack. Okay, it kind of went like this. Our friend bought us. What was it? She bought us. I forget.
XCOM.
XCOM. She bought me and Drain XCOM, the completed Enemy Unknown Complete Edition. Which, by the way, XCOM is fucking fantastic. It is a great game, and I don't like turn-based games that much, but that's a really nice game. So then we got her Castle Crashers, and we got her the Pink Knight because you get to kill things with rainbows. So that was entertaining. From there, she goes and she gets us all Borderlands 2. And it's like, can you please stop this? So she gets us Borderlands 2. We're playing Borderlands 2 and everything. So we've got those games to play together. We already have Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. I think we all have Killing Floor together. We
You
have all
got
these
me,
games
Castle
together.
Crashers, dicks.
Well, I could send you.
He
Castle
has one in
Crashers
his
if you want. I
inventory.
have one in my inventory.
We've been
Oh,
over
sweet,
this.
send it to me.
Numbnut. I can, but so there's all that. Then, and that was for my birthday. On top of that, also for my birthday, she gets me Arkham Origins, and then another buddy of mine
Jesus
got
Christ,
me. What did he get me? He got me the Dragonborn DLC for Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Nice.
And then I also got some money from my dad, so before I was unable to use said money, because I had to go to bills or whatever, I went and I got 2 DLC for DC Universe. I got the Hand of Fate and the War of the Light, which gives you the Rage power up, or the
Nice.
Rage power. And then I also got Mass Effect for $5 for $4.99.
Yeah,
So-
I have
so
Mass Effect
welcome
and
to
Mass
Steam
Effect
sale.
2. I do
Yeah,
not have
welcome to-
3 on my PC. I have 3 for PS3, but I can't play that anymore. So
I've never played Mass Effect before, so
Really?
I'm
No, me
really
neither.
looking
You're gonna
forward
love
to
it.
trying it out.
you're gonna love it.
That's exactly right, Bobo. That is exactly right.
What?
That's it's sale time with
It's
Steam and the
sale
bells.
time! No, Steam, no!
I'm
That's
so glad I don't have Steam.
you know. There's a lot of
It's
good
only
games
bad
on
around
Steam.
sale time.
It is the spring sale, the summer sale, and especially the winter sale. The winter sale goes for like the summer sale will go on for a few weeks. The spring sale will go on for a few weeks. I swear to God, the winter sale goes on for like 3 months straight.
Because it's a
Jesus
fucking winter.
Christ.
I swear to
Yeah,
God, it
but
does.
summer's that long as well. Well,
I
everywhere
know,
except England.
but winter, there's Christmas and New Year's and all that. So, I swear to God, it goes from like December to February. I swear to God, it does.
I think it starts in fucking November, doesn't it?
It might. I don't know. I swear to God, it's 2 months longer than any of the other Steam sales.
Yeah. I do know that I think this was a minor thing in E3, and it's something I'm really interested in because I'm a big Sword Art Online fan. But the virtual reality with the Oculus Rift is
Are they doing that online?
Well, not yet.
not yet.
But they did already do that once. Anybody remember the Virtual Boy?
I
Vaguely,
saw some
yeah.
things about it, but it looks like the Oculus Rift is actually going to happen.
Like a gimmick?
Oh wait, what was that
Yeah,
thing?
well, it's always a gimmick,
was
but
it
still.
Sega or Atari that had it? Like it was a VR helmet or whatever. But if you wore it for too long, you basically went blind.
Oh wow!
The Virtual Boy was like
yeah.
that too. We have come a long way in terms of graphics, virtual reality, gaming, etc. Just we have come a long way since the days of don't sit too close to your
Blinding VR
TV.
helmets.
Don't sit too close to your television, or your eyes will start bleeding, and they'll think that you're possessed by the devil.
Here, have a fucking screen in your face.
That was the worst thing about the Virtual Boy, by the way. At least the VR helmet would make you go blind. The Virtual Boy would actually fuck with your head, for real, because
What?
it was all in red and black, because that was
Oh,
the
God,
only
jeez.
colors, and it was all mesh. There was
jeez.
nothing. It was red mesh, and they gave you games like freaking Mario Tennis to play.
Oh,
What?
Oh god.
Yeah, it was
I
bad.
can only imagine the hemorrhaging
That's
for your
hor-
eyes.
That's making me cringe inside.
Do you want me to find some screenshots of the Virtual Boy and the games for you?
I'll
we can
put
put
it up
some
on
up
the
on
podcast.
screen.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll put it on screen.
One thing I'm really looking forward to about the VR stuff. Wait, was Bobo talking just then?
Yeah, it was.
Could anybody hear what he was saying?
Hardly.
You can
No,
talk
it's good.
now.
I'm going to keep talking then. Apparently, I can't remember whether it's Oculus Rift or Project Morpheus, but the one that had the Alien game on it. When
That
you
would
got,
probably be
I think it's
Oculus. Yeah.
You end up helpless at one point because obviously they only want you to have this demo for a short time. And when you get the alien's tail through your stomach, you can actually look down and see it happening, which I find absolutely amazing.
That's great.
And that's you're talking about Alien Isolation, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when
I
we're on a
didn't look
ship alone.
much about it. I didn't see much about
Okay.
it actually.
Me and
It has
me and
potential.
Drain.
I'm excited.
Me and Drain have some stuff down there for you for the Virtual Boy,
Alright.
Mario Clash, and remembering Nintendo's first attempt at failure at 3D gaming bit. That's Star Wars.
Really?
That's Star Wars on the Virtual Boy, boys and girls.
I don't. Oh my god. I'm gonna.
Could
have
you
to
imagine
fucking-
trying to play that?
Why? Why would you
Jeez,
start it with
actually.
Star Wars? You don't start it with Star Wars. You say
That
it's
looks
Star
like
Wars.
the targeting computer from a new
It is.
episode 4.
It is, but it was bad, man. I got to play it for about 5 seconds, and it gave me a splitting headache.
Jesus.
I remember.
So-
Yes.
Yes, Bobo.
I remember hearing that they were going to try and make a Star Fox game for the Virtual Boy, but it got canceled after the Virtual Boy flopped.
Yeah, it did. Well, technically, it got canceled, and then they brought it back. I think as their idea came back to life in Star Fox 64. So, they already had the Star Fox game for the NES, for the Super NES, and then they wanted to do it for the Virtual Boy, but that was their first attempt at 3D gaming. It didn't go so well.
Obviously.
Uh,
Do you think when people took this Virtual Boy off after playing the Star Wars game, someone said, "Use the Force, Luke"?
I think they went and vomited afterwards, to be perfectly honest.
I think it's like complimenting the Kinect Star Wars game.
Never played.
Hey, don't you be dissing the Star Wars dancing.
Right.
See, I don't mind the fact that they had a good story and possibility for good gameplay, but the fact that they put Star Wars dancing in there pisses me off.
Star Wars dancing.
Yes.
Yeah,
What
it
in
was
the world?
basically just dance with Star Wars. So instead of YMCA, it was I'm glad to be in the Empire today. We'll get to a video of this.
That was fucking terrible from what I saw of it.
going to Microsoft, I'm looking at one of the bottom files. It formally denied to deactivate its games for Windows Live.
Yeah, they should just put the poor thing down at this point.
Really?
Everybody hates it. Nobody fucking wants to use it. Well, have you never used games for Windows Live before?
I think I tried
Never
playing
used it.
Gears of War, and it just didn't like me. Windows Live.
Well, I don't think Gears
of War was for
is-
PC. It had Windows Live.
You're sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
This is why it's nice to be on a computer. I can look things up.
Yeah, I'm going to be out for 5 minutes. I'm watching this video.
Okay, developed
watch the
by
video
Epic
then,
Games,
kids.
published by Microsoft Game Studios, released as exclusive title for Xbox 360. Microsoft Windows version of the game was developed in conjunction with People Can Fly, released a year later for games for Windows Live. Yeah, okay, so it was. Yeah, I'm sorry. Games for Windows Live is fucking horrible. It always has been. You know, do you realize they stopped making updates for that shit years ago?
They really did.
I mean, it might have been okay at first, but there's a reason it's horrible now.
There is definitely a reason.
I'm pretty sure the only reason that they have it still up right now is because not all of the games that were on it, like if you've been keeping up with, you know, Steam and Games for Windows Live and everything.
No.
All of the games that were on it, like all of the Arkham games, jumped to Steamworks.
Yeah.
You know, they were slowly, all the games were jumping ship because they heard about it going down. They heard about it going down July 1st of this year, so all of them started jumping ship. So I'm pretty sure the only reason that it's still around is to make sure that they don't end up losing more face than they already have with all of their fun stuff, and people don't get pissed off because they can't play their games anymore. Like, for example, Dark Souls. If Dark Souls went down, there'd be a lot of pissed off gamers.
Yeah, they would. It's not. A lot of people play Dark Souls, I think, for the big challenge. Not. It's
when you first start the game,
super
yeah.
hard. It's super fucking challenging.
It is, and Dark Souls 2 is really fucking challenging as well. You ever played Demon Souls, the precursor
no.
to,
Fucking evil. Fuck that game.
what, Demon Souls?
Yes.
It's fucking fantastic. I love it. I
It's
love
a really good game.
all of the games, dude. I really do.
The only game that has ever made me want to throw my controller at the screen, and I almost do it.
What about Dark Souls? Did you do Dark Souls 2 or no?
I haven't actually been able to play Dark Souls yet, but
You should, dude. It's on. I think it's still on sale for like $5. You got $5. Get it on Steam.
No
You
response.
do not know Rage. You do not even understand Rage until you get you'll get through all of it and everything.
Motherfucker, try
And
playing Dead
it'll
Space
be
2
hard.
on fucking, Z-Lot. Okay?
Lol.
Talk to me about Rage.
Dude, that's like Dark Souls on the first difficulty. Okay. I'm
You realize
serious.
Dark Souls is
You
actually
know what
really
pissed me
easy
off about Dead Space 3?
once you know the
They focus
rhythm.
more about
Once you
fucking-
know the rhythm, which after the first 2 or 3 playthroughs, yeah. But
2 or 3
how
playthroughs.
many-
It took me fucking 13 minutes.
how many people
Not everyone's
have
Superman,
actually
Jane.
been able to get through, Dark Souls plus 7 and beat Manus?
Yeah.
I got a
Nope.
friend on plus 40, I think.
Has he
Did
beaten
you just
Manus
say
every
nope?
time?
Yeah.
Did you know
That
me,
is impressive.
Six?
No, I'm saying I haven't done it. I haven't
Oh.
played it.
Manus, the Dark Father or whatever his name is, he's basically just a giant, thin, massive eyes with giant hands, and he jumps around and fires dark magic.
He's a
at you.
pain in the ass.
He really is. I stopped trying to fight him after plus 7, to be perfectly honest. I stopped trying to fight him just because he was just ridiculous. So your buddy who's on plus 40, that's impressive. I'm impressed.
So, what are... Do you guys have... Well, I played, I think... I'm bringing this to Batman Arkham Knight. What I played all through Asylum. I played a bit of Origins. No, not Origins.
City.
I played a bit of the fucking city, yeah, and then I never got to play Origins. I want to play Origins, but Arkham Knight looks pretty good, especially well, I'm not a big fan on graphics, but the graphics look fantastic.
What's the storyline like though? Because graphics don't mean shit if it's a terrible
It's
story.
Batman.
It's
Have you played
fucking
Arkham
Batman.
Asylum or Arkham City? Yeah, it's. I don't think it's this. It's not the same as the Christian Bale Batman. It's not.
No.
It's more in line with the comics, I think.
Yes.
So,
I think so.
but have you played Arkham Asylum or Arkham City? 6.
No, I haven't. Well, I've also
Arkham
not
Asy-
seen the Christopher Nolan trilogy either, so.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum is basically, you caught the Joker, you bring him in, and then you had the Joker somehow, takes over the island with Arkham Asylum on it. And you have to fight
literally
through,
planned
find
it
Joker
all
and
through.
everything. Yeah.
I've heard the basic storyline, and
then Arkham City is pretty much the same thing. You have to hunt down the Joker and whoever else trying to figure out, and you run into all these different
because
villains.
The Arkham City, basically, it's a complete fucking city full of villains barricaded by, 75 feet to taller, steel walls with electric barbed wire over it, helicopters reporting in, seeing all the crime happening.
Yep, and it's
so it's like
threatening
a citywide prison kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
kind of, yeah. It's basically Arkham Asylum. The insanity and everything spilled over, so they had to cordon off like an entire area. And it's just full of all these different factions. Like you've got the Riddler's gang. You've got the Riddler faction. You've got the Joker faction.
Penguin.
You've got Penguin. You've got Two-Face. You've got and then of course you're also working along with Catwoman. I think you actually get to play as Catwoman through a few missions.
There's
You
also
don't Halle Berry, right?
No, not Halle Berry.
you
Thank
can
God for
play
that.
as a fucking Nightwing, but I think that's
I think it's DLC.
Yep, Nightwing is a DLC as well.
So you've got all that. Arkham Origins, I think that takes you
it
back
takes you
before Arkham Asylum. I think
It takes Batman to his beginning to where I think there's infighting with fucking not Deadpool but fucking
Deathstroke.
yeah, Deathstroke.
That'll be interesting. I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Dragon. I've played Arkham Asylum twice. I've beaten it twice, and then Arkham City. I think only like a quarter of the way through, if that, and then Arkham Origins, I just got.
Yeah, I played I'd say an eighth of Arkham City, mainly because I never had it. I just played it at a friend's house,
Yeah,
so I
still need
didn't
to
really
finish
get a
it.
full experience.
It's fun. I
Yeah.
gotta say, it's very much fun. And when I play DC Universe Online, I actually get a lot of when I'm in Gotham, I get a lot of the feel that I did from jumping around Arkham City when I'm in that game. But that's dependent on what movement you have and all that crap.
What
So
I've noticed I know Bungie stopped with Halo 3, and they gave the
343 Studios.
Yeah, they gave it to 343 Studios, and then they're now coming out with Destiny.
I'm extremely excited for Destiny. From what I've seen, it's just wonderful.
I saw the trailer. It didn't blow me away that much.
I'm more
Well,
interested
I think
in the
there's
gameplay over the
beta. There was a
trailer.
beta going out, and you can find gameplay of that, and it's wow. I
I'll
was
have to check
really
that
impressed.
out at some point.
It's like they brought a better Halo to PS3 and turned it into an MMO.
Yeah, they took the amazing storyline that Bungie can do, and they made it non-Xbox exclusive anymore. So it's like, yeah, we had all these awesome things bundled up. Now we can let it loose.
Oh, sweet.
Nice fucking audio.
Oh, me.
No, 6.
Yeah, that was me, dumbass.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying you.
Anyway, on the topic of developers switching from exclusives or between platforms, one thing I'm really gutted about is what's the new Xbox exclusive by Insomniac?
Insomniac.
We mentioned it earlier.
Did we?
Yeah, it's Sunset Overdrive, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive.
Insomniac has been doing, for the past decade, Ratchet & Clank games on PlayStation exclusive, and I love those games. The humour in them is brilliant. The gameplay is pretty good as well, and the stories are alright. So the fact that they've gone from only PlayStation to only Xbox really upsets me because I can't play them now.
Well, you can always save up and get Xbox One.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna lie, the consoles aren't right.
No.
It'll just be one of those things where you'd have to save up.
I am literally waiting for the consoles to actually get their fixes in. Because I bet there's still issues with them. Especially when they first got thrown out, there was definitely issues with the consoles.
Oh yeah, both consoles had major issues when they were launched. It was ridiculous, but I mean...
One of the issues being the price.
I think one of the games that was really criticized when the PlayStation 4 came out was Killzone.
Yeah, because the game, from what I've heard and what I've been told from friends that have played it, is they focused more on, ooh, look at what we can make the city look like with the new engine, instead of, oh, hey, yeah, here's a good Killzone story.
It's like they tried to throw in a filler for their next Killzone game. That way you knew something was going on, and then we're just going to throw you the whole big story, in the next 2-3 years.
Is that the one with all the buggy patches and really bad updates and shit like that?
What do you mean?
There's a first-person shooter, I can't remember the name of it, it could be Killzone, it could not be. But apparently it was rushed to release, so it was full of bugs and really glitchy, and the update, that's the one.
What was it called?
It's Battlefield 4. When they released it was
yeah.
kind of half-baked. They really didn't put their all into it.
Which is why I'm expecting Call of Duty Advanced Warfare to, be like, haha, fuck you guys.
The only
It's
thing
a
I'm
Call of
excited for
Duty
about
game.
that is Kevin
I know it's a
Spacey.
Call of Duty game, but I'm expecting them to at least be better than Battlefield 4
It's got Kevin Spacey and it's bound to be.
on that.
Yeah. At this point, Call of Duty is just, it's running its last leg. I mean,
It
people
is.
are always going to buy it because it's the easiest thing to just pick up, sit down, and play. But honestly,
Battlefield is getting
how
that
much
way,
fucking horrors of war can you fucking shove down someone's throat every year? Like, every year it's the same thing with a new skin.
Did you say horror or horse?
Horrors.
H-O-R-R. Come on now.
I heard a horrors of war, and I'm like...
Buddy joined your channel.
So,
Yeah, I'm bad at
it's kinda-
enanciating.
Right.
So if you
This
think
is
about
Johnny
it,
Depp
just turn it into
podcast.
the next FIFA kind of games, because FIFA just rehashes
yeah.
the same shit every year.
And the MLB games and the Madden games. Do they still
Any
make
sports
Madden,
game.
by the way? Do
Ask
they still make
Dragon, he'll probably know.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they still make Madden games.
Jesus.
That's just... They should stop. They should stop, like, now.
I do have to say, I looked at trailer for Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. I looked at the gameplay,
Oh my
it
God.
looked really fucking good. Well, I don't think there was gameplay, but I think it was the trailer, and if the trailer matches the gameplay, that's gonna be sweet.
I agree completely.
The Shadow of Mordor?
Yeah.
I think hands down, that's going to be amazing. I don't know if it's going to be the most amazing game that's going to come out of all the... Because there's a lot of really,
Yeah,
really
there's a lot
good
of
games.
really good games coming out.
You know, even if I'm not excited about them, even if I'm not, like, super looking forward to them, because, I can't play them, they're on this console or that console,
Buddy
there's
left
a
your
lot
channel.
of really good games coming out.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm watching the Shadows of Mordor trailer, and it does look like it has potential.
I do know, because I think... Is anyone else here a Dragon Age fan?
Yeah.
To a point.
Yeah,
Yes. Inquisition.
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Fucking
definitely looking
Inquisition.
forward to Inquisition, provided they give it to me on the PC.
They
don't
will.
give it to me
They
on PC.
definitely will. It's probably gonna go PS3. Actually, no, it might go PS4 and Xbox One only. There's a small possibility
They're going
it'll go
next
to
gen only,
360
far as I
and
know.
PS3. But they will definitely put it on Origin for PC. Mainly Origin first, not Steam.
You know, any EA stuff, any
Yeah.
EA BioWare stuff hits Origin first. So
Unless it's, of course, fucking the Old Republic. Because it
Well, no,
doesn't hit either. Did it hit Origin?
I think no.
I had to sign up to Origin when I downloaded it that one time.
I think because I know they had it on Origin because that's where you have to input the code for the collector's edition, and any other codes you got at first, and then it came to Steam. So, but originally it was just on its own site, and then you could also download it through Origin, and then
Yeah, I don't think it's on Steam
or
anymore,
not through
though.
Steam, not through Steam. My bad. It was never on Steam. What was I thinking? Yeah, I'm just so used to if it's on Origin, it's on Steam.
Yeah. But of course, some MMOs don't do that.
Don't forget to pick up Peggle for free through August 1st, by the way.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that. Peggle. Wait,
You don't
say
even know what Peggle
3?
is, do you?
No, I know what Peggle is.
What's
Fucking
Peggle?
what is it? It's like those old bouncing ball games, except it just goes everywhere.
Games.
You know
Those
where there's
old
the platform
bouncy ball
underneath, but instead you shoot the ball out of a cannon and it hits multiple
Okay.
things.
Peggle.
He does know what it is.
Peggle is a casual puzzle game. Okay. Sequel was released for it called Peggle Knights, but it's inspired by
I'm thinking about
Pachinko
something else.
and Bagatelle.
I'm
You have to
thinking about
shoot-
something else.
You have to shoot balls at a field of colored pegs to clear out specifically marked pegs while
Yes.
attempting to achieve the high score.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
You know you weren't.
It
You were-
genuinely was.
In general, I was.
Go for it.
What was that one game? Bubble something?
Is anybody excited about Kingdom Hearts 2.5 remix and Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yes.
I haven't really heard much about those, actually.
One of them is getting released in November. I know that much.
That's the 2.5. That's the 2, and I think a Dream Drop. Not Dream Drop. Actually, yeah, I think it is Dream Drop Distance. The final thing before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
Yeah. I actually played Dream Drop Distance almost all the way through. I had to stop at Riku's boss battle because they make you fight a boss after a boss after a boss, like with no in between, and it's fucking hard as hell.
I can imagine.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I have 1.5. I just picked up the 1.5 remix, and I need to play through that again before getting to 2.5.
The thing with 1.5 that really disappointed me was that you couldn't play, I think it's 364 over 2 days or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Organization one. I really hated that I couldn't play that. I could only sit there and watch it, and that just really disappointed me.
Oh, so they just converted that straight to a movie, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh.
They show you like little slideshows telling you what happens in between cutscenes, and then they show you the cutscene.
Huh.
Weird.
Huh.
Easy way
that's
to get
cheap.
trophies, though.
Huh?
Easy way to get trophies, though, on PS3.
That's true.
What I think, other than Battlefield Hardline with DICE and fucking Battlefield, the big one that's coming out that I am definitely going to buy the moment I have the money for it is Star Wars Battlefront. Once that comes out, that is all I'm going to be thinking about.
Battlefront 3 is extremely promising so
Yes.
far from the looks of it. And we haven't seen much, but
They showed an E3 trailer of, well, not trailer, but they had I think it was a 15 to 30 second trailer at, I think, last year. And now at E3, they had a descriptive thing to where they're going through about everything they can to make this better than the previous Battlefront 2. To make it that just much more better. To where they go to all the locations, they study the equipment in the Star Wars universe. Probably they'll even study stuff in the expanded universe, or now as it's called, Legends. And they'll just use as much as they can within reason for that game and just throw it in there, make it work, make sure all the classes or whatever they choose to do works out and all that shit. And because I'm a big Battlefront fan, I'm really excited for it, because I know Battlefield is, I'm a minor Battlefield fan and a really minor Call of Duty fan, but I prefer Battlefield mainly because of the classes mode. It's not like Call of Duty where you get to choose everything you can. Battlefield has you choose a type of soldier, which I prefer. It's why it's actually I played Battlefield 2 on Xbox, and that was great. But I'm really looking forward to Battlefront. That is going to be hands down one of the best Star Wars games ever made. Probably gonna be a good outlet for losing Star Wars 1313.
1313?
You haven't heard of Star Wars 1313?
It was a game where they were making it that you were an upcoming bounty hunter, pretty well knew the entire thing, and you were going through the levels of Coruscant up to level 1313, which was essentially just all the levels of prisoners
Yeah, the
and
Coruscant underworld.
scumbags.
Oh, right, okay.
But they canceled that when Disney bought
It was,
LucasArts.
yeah, it really disappointed me that was scrapped. I was looking forward to that. I was like, are they seriously making a game that forces you not to have force powers? Excuse me, are you making another Dark Forces? And making it even better?
The thing I'm most disappointed about with Disney buying out LucasArts is they cancelled the remake of Day of the Tentacle.
Day of the Tentacle.
Oh, it was a fucking brilliant game.
Was it?
What in the world is that? Like what you?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Like Peter, I've never heard of Day of the Tentacle unless you're talking about like I've seen enough
talking about
that I don't know
tentacle
where this
porn
is going, or that's the only time I've heard anything tentacle wise.
It's did you ever hear of the Scum engine that Monkey
Day
Island was?
of the Tentacle, also known as Maniac Mansion 2. That's what you're talking about?
That's the exact one. They were going to do a HD remake like they did with the Monkey Island games, and it was like 90% complete.
Oh, okay.
And then it got scrapped. And I was so disappointed because I loved that game as a kid.
Well, I really want a remake of the old Spyro games. That's what I want a remake of.
Yes.
Why?
Fuck yes.
What do you mean, why?
Because you
Dude,
can
that was the
get it
first
on the
PlayStation game I played.
Network.
That was the first video game I ever played with Spyro the Dragon. It's why I'm a big Sony fan.
I totally understand. I loved Spyro. That's why I went and I bought Spyro 1, 2, and 3 when it was on sale on the PlayStation Network.
Same here.
I really couldn't buy it. I was like, I want to buy it so much.
Actually,
but
I got
can't.
that and I got Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot's great too.
If they're gonna make a Spyro, if they ever make a Spyro remake, they have got to make a Crash Bandicoot remake to go with it, because those are I love those games.
Those were the greatest games of their time, to be honest.
I'm curious. What do you guys think that the whole Skylanders thing did to Spyro?
I think it fucked it up. That's why I think.
I don't think it fucked it up. I think it took the focus away from Spyro.
Yeah.
So, which is why originally, like the first original game was Spyro's Skylanders, and now it's just Skylanders.
Yes.
Spyro was awesome.
But we need to throw in these other
it.
people. We need to throw in other people so you're not staring at one character. Because we feel he's not important enough.
Well, no, he's totally important enough.
It was, they wanted more diversity so people could pick who to play.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And also it makes them a lot more money. My sister is huge into she's 10, 11 years old. She's huge into Skylanders.
My little brother, he's 5,
Oh my God.
He has like almost every single one of them.
Yeah, she's the same way. My mom, the way she put it was like me and Pokemon cards. She just is obsessed with them.
Dude, somewhere around here, I still have all my Pokemon cards laying in a folder all night.
My first Game Boy Advance game was fucking Spyro. Literally, that was the first.
You guys remember those games that came out for the Game Boy Advance, where Spyro and Crash switched worlds and they had to do stuff in the other one's world and all that crap?
I never heard
Sounds
of
like
that.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I never heard of
I
it.
remember it, but I didn't play
Was it good?
I don't know.
It was pretty alright. I don't really remember much of it, but from what I remember, it was pretty alright. So.
It was pretty alright.
Yeah, it wasn't like the best thing ever, but it could keep me entertained.
It had
I like
average
that much.
value in the gaming community. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing about
wasn't-
it on Google.
It wasn't a chain of memories, so to speak.
Is that
Yeah.
That's a Kingdom Hearts, isn't it?
Yes, and when it came out for Game Boy Advance, everybody I've talked to so far fucking hated it.
It's a way to put it bluntly.
And I think that's a perfect note to point out. We're quite low on time, so if there's anything anyone wants to chip in, we should probably.
I actually think that's about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty content.
I can't think of anything. Drain.
Covered most of it. We're all good.
StopMasturbationnOw.org.
Yep.
For the best of the trolliest information.
Alright, so I guess we'll be doing this 2-3 weeks afterwards.
Yeah, definitely not every week. I don't think we've got the attention
I
span
know
to
that.
garner that enough information.
We have the classifieds. Oh god.
Seriously? It's got a classified section?
Got worse.
What is this? Is this like Craigslist, but for
Just read the
fanatical
description when
Christians
you
or
get there.
something?
Just read the description when you get there.
I can't. They
You'll
keep
love it.
telling me service unavailable.
Just keep refreshing it. You'll find it eventually, and you will not regret it.
Right, on that note, before we start talking about masturbation and Christians and all that kind of bullshit, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to bow out now.
Yeah,
Right.
we will see you guys later. This has been Pad Jockey and Death Plate members, and we'll see you next time.
Later.
Later.
Damn.